This is what's new in Gutenberg for 17.7. Now 17.8 just got released yesterday. And I think 17.8 is going to be the last one. Berg versions in core, versions in WordPress. Let's take a look. So 17.7 is the last one. So this one is the last one that's going to go into WordPress 6.5, like before 6.5. So this is how that's going to work. Yeah. So every major release, there's a certain number of Gutenberg releases that go into that release. For 6.5, it will be up until 17.7. I believe that's accurate. I don't think it's changed. A lot of really cool stuff going on. I need to finish the sentences. The LUP? Fine. I'll finish my... So anyways, let's get through it. So what's new in Gutenberg? What the deuce? That was funny. You really thought it's the last one for Gutenberg forever. What was I saying? A lot of stuff. So Flex Perception is asking a lot of stuff I'm seeing in the Slack about testing 6.5. Maybe we could do a stream looking at some of the changes for 6.5. The new MinUI is coming in then, correct? I'm not really sure, actually. It must be, yeah. So there's some more data views coming in. So anything that's enabled with the Gutenberg plugin by default. So let's get my Twitch streams going here. We can take a look. Great question, by the way, Flex. I think it'd be great to do some testing, and absolutely you should go and test. I think release RC1 is already out. Might even be RC2 now at this point. Let me just look here. So I'm going to leave 7.7 active. There is a 17.7 active. I'm going to leave 17.8. I'm not going to I'll update it until after we're finished here. But if you look in your anything in the Gutenberg experiments, medical experiments for the lot of you. Maybe it's beta 3. I am not entirely sure where they are right now. So let's see what we get. So we go into editor. I go into templates and I click manage all templates. Yeah, so this is what you'll get. So this is the data view. Pages also. Pages, manage all pages. Yeah, so this is also the data view. Beta 3 is out. Yes, thank you, the LUP. So anything that's in the Gutenberg plugin that's not enabled via one of these experimental, like one of the experiments, should be live. So anything that you have to opt into here won't be in 6.5. It'll still be experimental and only part of the Gutenberg plugin, but the rest will be part of it. Sweet. So, noticing my latest sub and latest follow are bleeding into each other. It's all one word. Okay, so let's look at what's new in Gutenberg. Okay, 17.7 was released on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, is it not? I don't know. I'm married. I don't even know about that anymore. So shadow support for more blocks. The effects panel is now available for the column, and image blocks, allowing users to add shadow effects to them. Well, that's cool. You can actually swap shadows directly to these blocks, building upon functionality. Okay, cool. Very neat. Data view enhancements. This release marks the continuation of data view's project when it become a part of part of 6.5 managing patterns and templates. This release has introduced the ability to select multiple items on the grid view and execute bulk actions like reverting user templates. Oh, that's cool. Let's look at that. So if I go into my editor and I go into templates, manage all templates. If I want to set layout to grid, so I can select, edit multiple items. Well, that's cool. So if any of these have, if I switch over to the table view, you can see that this one's got some stuff that I've fixed. So if I select that and then I can go reset. Oh, that's cool. It tells me how many. So I press reset and it'll reset that back to whatever it is. So I've just lost all my changes in this blog, but that's okay. That's okay. That's really cool. That's gonna come in handy because there's a lot of times when I'm building themes, I don't build a ton of themes, but I'm building one for my workshop, and that's coming up, and I'm finding I'm doing a lot of like I'll build, I'll save, and then I will copy and paste the from the code editor view, and then paste that into the template that I'm working on. Then I go back and reset all of my I revert all the things that I've been doing. So. Pretty cool. That's what I think. All right, what's next? Oh, not that one. Let's get rid of that one. Primary filter APIs reduced, allowing main filters to be visible at all times in the UI. This makes it easy to switch between viewing and managing or syncing patterns. So what is that? Is that a filter like that we can mess with as developers? No, I don't think so. Zoom that in. Sorry, you probably all can't read that. Okay, so what is this? A single primary filter. What does this do? Oh, okay. So if I go back over here, I can add a filter. Author is, oh, neat. Oh, I get it. Okay. So all templates. So if I had templates, like if I created a template, can I create a template in here? Add new template. I'm going to call this, sure, that one. For specific, yeah, that one. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, save. So now if I go back to my templates, right? I should see manage all templates. So, okay, cool. So then if I filter by the author and I say admin, I only get the one that I created versus the one that is the ones that are provided by. That's cool. That's really cool. It'd be great to be able to site ready. Don't you, Kevin? You stop. Site's ready. It's ready until I. It's like a site launch. Site launch is there's a day you work up right until. Anyways, site ready only 1 week. Kevin, I'm glad I don't work for you. God, a lot of work. This music's really calming. It's a very calming music. You guys can still hear the music, right? Because I'm feeling so chill right now. It's not my usual death metal. I wonder if we can add our own filters, because that would be cool. How would we do that? Adds the is primary and field to filter by API that consumers can use. Okay. So add filter. Oh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So operator in. Okay, so there's going to have to be some docs around this because this is very new, but I think that'll be super cool. Sorry, let me link this thing. This data views is going to be great. There's a lot of really cool things that we're going to be able to do with that. So that's the link to the thing. Okay, so refined link UI control is next. This release contains a few enhancements to the link UI. Link control UI, a notable addition to the interface allows the user to insert a new block instead of a link from the context of the navigation block. Now, combined with the fixes from 55555555551, the navigation block now will work to allow the insertion of third-party blocks, opening a new range of possibilities. Ah, that UI bug. What's this one? Okay, so that's a fix. So what does this do? That I feel like that's the wrong image. No, it's a different header, Ryan. Learn to read the English. Okay, cool. Making font library ready for core. So this is neat. Font library has some important changes on the hood to prepare for its journey into WordPress core, including security improvements and stability, standardizing some of the code structure. Some important and ongoing accessibility improvements came to the font library management UI in the site editor. Makes the nav keep working when you add a share button or something. Cool. Other notable highlights. A proposal has been put forward to include core blocks in the directory developed within the Gutenberg repository for convenience. Core contributors would maintain the blocks, but would be standalone instead of bundled with the block library. That's kind of neat. If you're not aware of this, is that the same? That's the same link. So have a read of this. So this is basically going to take some of the blocks out and have them be maintained by other contributors as well, right? So it's not necessarily wait, you didn't share your stream on Slack or Discord. Yeah, I know, I meant to. But I haven't had the chance. You can do it for me, Kev. Yeah, I was running into tech issues, and then those tech issues ran into the stream, and then I didn't have a chance to do it. 10% of what? What's 10%? This is my last stream before I go away, and I'm God. Revenue to be 10% of the, what's 10% of 0? Let's see. My manager. Is it going to be like this when I see you in Taipei? Are you going to be like all up in my grill like this? Kevin. All right, enough of your shenaniganery. I'm going to go back. Drag and drop has been improved, allowing... I meant to drop this link because... Did I drop this link? I can't remember because Kevin is hijacking my stream. Listen, okay. Pause. To pay him for fees. That's right. Kevin, you got to pay me. They need a way to let me pick what blocks I want. I remove more than what I use due to where Titus in the Titus is saying they need a way to let me pick what blocks I want. Are you talking about in the navigation block or just in general? In general. Yeah, I mean, you could do it with patterns, maybe. You could generate your own patterns and insert things and then just disable patterns that are there. I'd have to understand more about the exact problem that you're running into there. The decision, I think the idea, I have to read through that to get the other thing. But I mean, the first thing that comes to mind for me is that it means that you can, that a block can be sort of released separate from the Gutenberg plugin. So you wouldn't need to have to do an entire release of the Gutenberg plugin to get an update to, say, the image block, if that's what they were doing. Maintain a list of allowed blocks, but I'm thinking like options page for non-tech users who want more control. Yeah, you can do that. Kind of weird to move third box in there if that's what they want to do. I don't know. I think third-party blocks would have to be completely owned by the community, you know? But the trust for block comes from the fact that it's core. For sure. I mean, I think it's less about who builds and it's less about the process around building. Because, I mean, if you want to release something, I mean, Gutenberg releases in a very, 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 very fast schedule, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. That's a big proposal. So have a read. And there's definitely some ramifications for taking it into the community because the direction of the block can change, you know, and that has to align with the overall direction of the project and so on and so forth. All right, let's go look at the changelog here. What do we got? Yeah, that's true. I mean, core, like the blocks that go into the you have more freedom with third-party blocks for sure. You're not as restricted to certain coding standards and things like that. You don't have to consider backwards compatibility. Like WordPress project in general has a commitment to backwards compatibility that is that is both awesome, but also it tends to make things a bit slower because we have to think about things a lot more before it goes in, because once it goes in, it has to be supported till the end of time. But with third-party blocks, you can build quickly and break things as much as you want. But I don't think that'll be allowed to. I don't think that approach will happen with these sort of other blocks. But anyways. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to be Titus. I totally get what you're saying there. I would absolutely want to control everything of my own block, right? That's what I do. As a model, for example, I consider them as standard. Yeah, for sure. Now, so the thing about core blocks though, it is a standard. It's like the way that things are built, but in some cases they have access to APIs that aren't available. Right? Because it's part of the Gutenberg repository, they can do an import from anywhere, right? From a component that's experimental or a component that's not even really exposed. They can just import the file or whatever they need to do, right? So there's more flexibility for developing blocks, but it allows you to build with things that the general public, the rest of the community probably can't build with, because they don't have access to those not exposed things, right? Okay, so what do we got for enhancements here? Components, limited number of visuals, a lot of snack bars. A lot of this stuff is looking very familiar. Like they're adding a lot of these things. I've seen that in a bunch of stuff. Data views. I'm not going to read all these out, but This I think is going to be cool. I love it when something's not even released and they're already talking about ways that you can extend it. That's fantastic. Interactivity API stuff. This is amazing. Image block refactor move to body. So server director WP each. Support using string. Interactive allow global spaces. Very cool. Block library. Try to update block patterns. I'm just scanning through this stuff. I mean, I would highly recommend going and reading this and going through each item, especially because some of these things are pretty minor, but some of them may seem minor but are not. So I'm just looking for stuff like that. See if there's anything that could pop out as like, oh yeah, we gotta look at that. Block API, add handling for block JSON view script module. Okay, cool. So view script module is good. It's the new block.json property for the interactivity API. So we had view script, and now we have view script module, and that in conjunction with an experimental flag and the scripts package is what actually processes these. It will generate the module version, for lack of a better way of saying that, for your view file. Okay, bug fixes, block editor, components. Excuse me. Kevin's boring me. Site editor. Okay, these are bug. Okay, nice. Full south. Base data. Modules API. Import map folder. Only miss you referring that script for JavaScript. Okay. That's cool. Broken list, sensibility, sync patterns. I'm gonna just kind of scroll through this kind of quickly. Get back to the really great conversation. I'm not bored per se. There's nothing out here that this is all great work, and it's all moving towards a better project. But some of it's just not that sexy. Not like Kevin. Anyway, file collections, list view, experiments, data views, updating, styling. Okay, sync patterns, documentation, tons of documentation stuff. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Look at all those doc updates. That's fantastic. Code quality, font library, components. Block removes blocks. Block editor. More docs out. Yeah, bring them on, man. Yeah, Flex. We want to see all the docs. Wait a minute. I think. Have you been to? I think you and I need to talk, Flex, about doc updates. I heard about you, which is great. It's awesome. Build tooling. Okay, what do we got in here? Inner label. Let's get to more complete. Okay. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of little things. VAPI. Okay, we got that. First time contributors. Anybody from the stream? No. Let's see. Anybody in here that I know? If you see your name, yell. Flying through here. No. I don't think I see anybody, but you let me know. Okay, cool. Well, that's it. So that's 17.7. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content on WordPress development. You can also join me live every Thursday at 10:30 Eastern on Twitch. Check the description for the link.